History walks among us today to make a speech and share his journey from the pages of From Guerrilla Fighter to Chief Minister. I would like to invite ZORAMTHANGA, the author and a political leader whose courage and statesmanship helped bring peace to our land. Good day, Nilolong.
Excellency, the Governor of Mizoram, ladies and gentlemen, Pute, Ramtana, Mipoy Tak local te, invite and welcome Jawa in Chuma Kan Soyani, Voina Yen, Kan Tumasamai Tak te, Sap Chong, and it do Vika. Amiso chung lam dong po an warzol vele dem ila trying kasya amar se tungbu ngai ro chuan sap chung in kananti vele to banga ei avoi ni liro puita ania kadang chuan soidur kanga le maya aseilu ko la sia ram đuôi cả nao mi lim biang thar lạc lọ mi pa ngai nuôi đeo siam mi lim akan di sermonin Genesis trong at thupuan ni kacang kan sekan akacang kan tu ka thui sia ek poni sina toi fel de vina mi zo trong kan ti put anga ta chuan sap trong in kan ti lenga ahuni na thul sia hele kabu hi pakatna chuan kan opposition jar zona ania chief minister chun ni rengi la ka sia man teu lovanga opposition kanan ni kan dictation ka beya ka pso tian min chu saka kan siap tangat ngata opposition di manlana ania tichun kanan chu zoa min sap chunga minan le sakturin kanuna pa biak siama antilea chumi zo chun entinge hei sap chungi kan chuang kan tia pen kuin hi le kabuchu turo puyan nia andi an chaperang kan tia kanan dorta amar chu kan chuta kha ale na katia enge ni what by what ale na kha asei talituka anin volume khata kan du anti sia anti to palo lak toy angaya chumila toy tu pa chuan writer professional writer anron mangta minron pea tichun ubiak siama lekha kasu thon thata ani khan kapu ngoite penguin te chu khovela le khabu publisher lian per policy ngami ania an tu tak takamin an publish tu tak takamin zuzo chiang le jet ro sutilo chu chul wa kan poi panage tia ka zuzo chianga chutia ka zuzo ichun penguin ami premangka ko suami emi karim kan sami penguin delia kum som pali chuang lo thok to kha khan e kai kan du lutu ile kapuron thon sap trong po kalau chiar zo vector penguin kan du lutu amar tu publisher lian policy nga pakhat inti kachwin threshold ani khovela publisher lian per pakhat na kan dia kan kum khat poi salak lu po hi dollar po nilo euro in billion thum chuang ani alo puile maya chu wangin kan lo publish nang mau se tu te chowin lai te chiang chingi te ho ne na tien men chura lo ti ho sa sei kuji patene ting pui lo win ho to Zulfikar ali puto tene lo ti khom to ladam si chu kovela nan vang chu wangin kan you are a living legend. You can look sweet. Ti chuan nang pe chu ke po karin kan sa kan ni pulal te nga emene ZORAMTHANGA ti te chu kan vaya le tu chu kan thei to pini tiang kan tia amara chu kan la toi de wanga volume khata kan ti do nia antia an la toi ta de va ti chuan tun volume khata hian alam chuak ta pathian in remati chuan amizo version chu thun a hian pumwan chana ne kan pui me ka chu ready made fix ania kha chu aziak tu pa thin lung origin ang tak flow wala chuak tu ania chu wangin volume dia kan tianga ka thani thum chuan pe man kan tu manga ka chu atui pol lovin alon chuak ichuan ka hina kan thei to ba thei dar kan tum don dia kan tia tichuan penguin chuan minan chua sakta ei ni na taka chuan kale kapusiak masak ang devin mithiam le kapusiak chu to pa yen an reference an lagna bibliography ti chuta changin an tia Itivedo no modine antia. Chuan lak na kanelo, lak na chu ka chin lunga changi na ni mai ka tia. Reference lak na tu re ka leve ba. Amaro chu sang ka ko som sari panga Roma ka umlain kan pistok tokal chato buka. Chu wangin daily hibentin pe chinila angam mom tong katia le ka puterim te hi ka valeya chu ti lai chuan hei puto na te puding ate so rin joli le de bite min po yen min ko lofa purwal china shwala vai nandi chung min ni feka Debi pasal le in the army. Ver ka. Kata jangkan, Roma jangkan, dairy kami. Ichuan sumsari pangalia, kung sumali pakat, dairy kami. So may reference yun yabangin. Adet le tildan po hi adik pakatviyaw in kasi. So bangin hati tuna hian mission nationalism movement hi mi in chuidon ta sila hemi aya authentic le chiang hi ao karing la achan chu katil vi fik na lai ka ji Genesis ani no na chu mau sian ji kata lao aten Kaini po tunayan katil vi fitna tilok na lai chu kani amara chu hang te po ka false information kasya ani avaki ani no ma chu when yi mission na movement history chu a dictionary akin vein karin adot lea mi tu mainan siara re omlo turin siap kaliba mi rel mi chungchanga chelam achier tupana freoma tintur pakhat ma katel chu wangin kha atira changa karil ruwa ka nei ania ti chon tuna hian release turin Union Home Minister Amit Shah kan soma amara chu state panga a in than tu le an boisia tun tha chu man ngam thale lama chuan adita sia ar pui lung chia shamara lung lom elama kan gap nur len ian kan lo mana kanan release ta ani a ei nakina chiang le chualing kan soinga arem chan chei sa tungina mai na hiat thei nei turin nakina soinga duani ti chuan amit sana release lovin kan gap nur ina ron release lovin ta alo release ta chu wangin kan nom ani pon isla avoinen long tu soi tu arhan pain vote of thanks soi tu kan siam lova tu riela kapialte an chairman party dan tangatuna vote of thank you kan soi tu kan lu transi lova tu wangin kan soya etian ala ko also kavoina unhar sakara local song zonte long to local trip in hall min man tir tu kanai jol rap tu itu de long to country apoy pui tu zonte long to kan soya tin kan asar te ta apoy pui na zong di tu de chung chu avai in long tu kan soya tin hemi to tarian amingin chalui lans kan siam ve kan va ya turin kan in song no ani ole adam chi sa tumin bila voi kat san on min pe achan ve sa tumin so da chan ve mi so tumin so ron dia so chan ve kan adi na ina puita maya ai pon ni sila ora chuan sa tumin kanan well, Excellency the Governor, this book, The Penguin, when it was about to be published by the Penguin, the title, what would be the title? They said, and in the beginning, they said that from rebel to chief minister, they suggested that one. But I said, my people did not accept me as a rebel. I am a freedom fighter. So let us take the middle one. At least, I think from the government of Indian side and from my people's side, a guerrilla fighter may be acceptable, I said. So we choose from guerrilla fighter to chief minister. It's a very unusual name of a book. I remember one thing. In the story of some important people, once I read it here, and then at the end of that, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, such and such, before he enters politics, he was a businessman, a teacher. Before they entered politics, what was their profession? Everything was written there. I look at myself, and they said, before he entered politics, what was ZORAMTHANGA? He was a terrorist. I believe that was a little too much. I speak in a vision. Only one. Kapie so pujon pakati. Sota marla masona oma. Tachon amingjo purim Roma. Aming kamesh. Mikwal pakata fakala. So son yente. Kapu nang mahiem ni Kei Koya. Kambal to the to what the beer to when Kei Koya. They don't reach a John Katsuan guerrilla fighter. So, when I look at the guerrilla fighter, guerrilla means small work. It does not offend the government of India, nor does it offend me. Therefore, it's a compromised name. So, from a guerrilla fighter to the chief minister, it's a really rare. I remember when I read the book about Che Guevara, I pronounce it as Che Guevara. But those Spanish people, they could not understand that. You mean Che Guevara. So they call it Che Guevara. I read all the book. I saw the film. And I said, if Che Guevara can make a book, if he can make a film like this, I think I can do the same thing. Mine will not be less, I say. Therefore, it is my belief that someday, with the Hollywood people, there may come a chance in which we may be able to make a movie out of this nationalism movement of the Mizo people. So, now it has been released by the governor, and we are really grateful. And one incident which the governor has said, I like to repeat one. Once the GOC in C of Indian Army in the Eastern Command coming from Calcutta, he presented me one thing. That was this. It was the 16th of December. And he presented me. And it was the signing ceremony of the surrender of General Nieji to General Arora. He said, this is the greatest day of Indian Army. Half of Pakistan has been cut off. About 1 lakh people, 1 lakh soldiers surrendered. Therefore, even the General Manekshaw also has earned the title of a field marshal. He became the field marshal. Therefore, it is a victory day for India. It was Vijay Diwas, meaning victory day. It was such a great day. And I said, oh General, you are quite right. Let me tell you the B side of the cassette also. On that day, I was going to Chittagong with a Beretta automatic rifle with a lot of ammunition. But on the way, they said that the Pakistan army are going to surrender. And so it is necessary that we, the Mizo, should also do something. So I went back from Chittagong to Rangamati. On the way, a lot of 25-pounders and big guns are pounding here and there. When I reached Rangamati, all the leaders of the MNF assembled together under Pulaldenga. And we said, what shall we do? Pakistan is going to surrender. What shall we do? Some people proposed that to the Indian soldiers on the way to Chittagong, with whom we have not had a fight, let us surrender there. They may have a mercy on us. Our life may be spared. Lot of suggestions and counter suggestions are there. At last, Pulaldenga said, first let us pray. So we all prayed together. At the end of the prayer, when we say Amen, there came a Pakistan major with a speedball in that big dam. And he said, you have an escape route. By the river of Farua, you can escape. I have also gone that way. There are a few soldiers there. you can pass through. So with that, let us go by that Farwa river. So we collected the boats and then launched 6 or 7. At last, somehow, even though there are 2 fightings on the way, we managed to pass through. And 1 lakh Pakistan soldiers, they all surrendered. We all mixed together with them. They all surrendered. We all escaped. Therefore, what you call Vijay Diwas, Victory Day, we call it Exodus Day. Both of us, our story was correct. But we were a little awkward. Both of us, we feel a little awkward, even though the story itself was correct. Today, I like to mention this. That when I mentioned this with General Krishna Rao, the previous Chief of Army Staff, he said that he was a Major General on that line, fighting from that line, and we used to discuss when he was a Governor of Mizoram for some time. And in that fighting, Secretary to President ZORAMTHANGA was also there, with a lot of ammunition, Beretta, guns and all these things. And there are Indian soldiers on the other side also. If we meet, we have to shoot each other and kill each other. Then, in that fighting field, in the ground also, there is 1 lieutenant. Luckily, we did not meet each other. We did not fight or shoot each other. But very strangely, that lieutenant later on we met in a different field. We met in a different forum. And that lieutenant was no other than our governor himself. He has become an ex-army chief. I have become an ex-chief minister. And I am still the president of the party. And he is still the governor of Mizoram. So, who will be able to imagine that those who met on the 16th of December, 1971, with all those tumultuous and guns, machine guns, 25-pounder, and all these things, those participants someday will meet again here in a different platform to release the book written by that person whom he tried to kill. And to be released by the same lieutenant or written by that ZORAMTHANGA. It's a very, very strange coincidence. Nobody would believe that it will come like this. It would not be unbefitting, even if we put it that the Ripley's believe it or not. That is why it is the arrangement of God, destined from high above, that these books should not be released unlike men like Mr. Amit Shah. Was born only in 1964. But by a person who has gone through all the hardships of those East Pakistan world and survived and became this. Therefore, all these stories, it would have been somewhat meaningless if it is released there in Delhi, Home Ministry Secretariat, or somewhere there. But instead of that, God made a miraculous arrangement in such a way that the two people who used to meet and then fighting each other there in 1971 will meet again here in the same platform in the most peaceful atmosphere. Therefore, that is why I said that I did not remember, I did not count all those points there. But when I try to make my speech, and this kind of thought comes to me, it is the same person with whom I have been fighting there in the Chittagong area, that we are going to sit here together to enjoy the peaceful atmosphere. The most disturbed area become the most peaceful state. Then there's a ironical in a way and almost a paradoxical in some way. Therefore, I believe that today it is destined by God. Our governor is releasing this. And I believe that with the great effort of the Penguin Publishing Company people, it will spread to different parts of the world. So that not only the bishops, but not only the Northeast, but even to the whole world, it would be read, and then they will know how God made a miraculous thing here in the movement. I say, this book, somebody suppose it is the story concocted by me as one of a novel. People will make a comment after reading this book. What will they say? ZORAMTHANGA, your book is good, but it is too unlikely. Because the character, the starring, the person is too lucky. Escape this way, that way. You should not overdo this. If they say so, it is correct. But it's a fact which I have written, in which we have escaped from different kinds of deaths. Therefore, what I like to mention is that how God has made an arrangement that Mizoram should enter a sphere like this. And after a hardship of fighting for 20 years, come to a peace accord which is exemplary for everybody. Because when I was in Chiang Mai, in Thailand, when I made a speech to different Burma underground leaders, I told them how we made peace in Mizoram. What is the status, what is the condition of Mizoram in the Constitution of India. So when I told them everything, they said that we like to come, expose ourselves, and learn how you do things in Mizoram. How the government of India and the underground eminent people made peace. It is great. When I told them that, look here, Pulaldenga and myself also to some extent, whose names were not enrolled in the electoral roll, suddenly came out and then replaced the constitutionally elected Chief Minister of Mizoram. It's unthinkable. Constitutionally elected Chief Minister, Pulaltan, to be replaced by Pulaldenga, whose name was not even in an electoral roll. It's unthinkable. It's too absurd. But it did happen. Because of that, there was peace in Mizoram. Therefore, what I like to say is the great heartedness of India. the magnanimity of the leaders of India in making peace, how great it is. Therefore, when people of other world will read this, they will be, let us say, they will be surprised. When Ambassador of the United States of America came, and when I told him Article 371G of the Constitution of India, how the magnanimity of the leaders of Indian mindset was, that Ambassador said, it's very, very strange. You are having an independent state within an independent country. I wonder how the government of India permit to happen things like this. It really has become a strange thing, even in the eye of the American people. Therefore, in conclusion, what I like to say is that all these things are not the handiwork of Punal Dega. It is not the handiwork of the government of Indian leaders. It is not only the handiwork of the MNF leaders. No. It is all pre-arranged, destined from above by God. That is my conclusion. Therefore, here at the closing chapter, if you read that many things which would have caused a lot of trouble were avoided in such a way that it was all mixed, it was all arranged like a thing which is concocted, over-concocted, and too lucky to do it. Therefore, all these impossible things, supposed to be impossible things, are all arranged by God between the Mizo people and the government of India. And that results in the creation of a new state of Mizo. I believe that if we look at East, Burma is in trouble. If we look at West, Bangladesh and Chittagong Hilltop is in trouble. If we look at North, in Manipur, it is in trouble. In the midst of that, there is Mizoram, island of peace, which from every side, the peace that we have, they are all looking at it with watery mouth. Therefore, I believe that we shall have to do something. Bring peace to this, bring peace to this, and bring peace to that. For that, I believe that this book will be some sort of an eye-opening for everything. For what all I have said, I wish that you read it carefully and analyze it, those points, so that in future, the other people from outside Mizoram may also realize the greatness of India, the greatness of God, the greatness of the people of India. Thank you very much.